y'all, I have a mat Pilates class for you today. You don't need any props, but if you would like to use light weights or a resistance band, I will show you how to incorporate those as well. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, arms up. Soft bend in the knees. Exhale, flat back. Swan dive forward. Bring the hands down to the feet. Tuck chin into your chest. Just start to relax here. Maybe wag your tail a little bit. Shake out the hips. Get really heavy in this forward fold. Inhale, let's halfway lift. Drawing your chest forward. On your exhale, slowly roll all the way back down. Get a bigger bend in the knees. Start to walk your hands forward into a plank position. Here, if you need to modify, you can lower your knees down. Just make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. You have a straight line from your head, shoulders, hips, knees, and heels. Good. Really wrap the front of the rib cage in. Draw that belly button into your spine. Nice, long, deep breaths. Long line of energy from the head to the heels. From here, you're going to lift your tailbone straight up towards the ceiling. Keep the legs long. Bring your chest towards your thighs. Drop the heels down towards the mat. Get a nice stretch in the back of the calves, through the hamstrings. Nice deep breath in. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, just let your head hang heavy. Shake out the neck. Make sure there's no tension there. Good, and now from here, we're just gonna go ahead and come back into your plank position on that inhale. Bring the body forward. Then on your exhale, lift your tailbone, press back into that downward dog. Inhale, we come forward to plank. Exhale, we lift the hips up to down dog. Drop the heels. Inhale, as you come forward, you lift the heels. Exhale, go back, you drop the heels. Beautiful, just a few more here. Keeping that long spine, belly button drawing in. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. One more time, let's inhale forward into your plank position, hold. Hold, hold, hold. From here, we're gonna lower just the knees down. Pull those shoulder blades apart. Draw the rib cage in, draw that belly button into your spine. Beautiful, now from here, let's lift the toes up, cross the ankles. Okay, keep the elbows in nice and close to your body as we lower the chest down. Keep the hips at a hover, just to a hover the chest. Exhale, press back up. Go ahead and lower the toes. Lift the knees. Pike your hips back up into that down dog. Drop the heels. Take a nice deep breath in. Long breath out. All right, we're gonna do that again. Inhale, ripple forward. Find your plank position. Let's gently lower the knees down. Breathe out. Lift the feet, cross the ankles. Inhale, bend the elbows. Kiss your rib cage. Exhale, press back up. Uncross the ankles, tuck the toes. Lift the knees, find your plank. Then from here we exhale, lift the tailbone up, lower the heels. One more time. Take a big breath in, come forward into plank. Exhale, lower the knees, cross the ankles. Inhale, bend the elbows, kiss the rib cage. Exhale, press back up. Tuck the toes, lift your knees, find that plank. Exhale, lift the tailbone, find that down dog. Go ahead and start to pedal out your feet, bending one knee at a time. Stretching through the back of the Achilles tendon, up the calf. Shoulders are drawing down away from the ears. Lifting the tailbone up towards the ceiling. One more here, walking it out. Beautiful. Go ahead and lift both heels, bend both knees, come down onto your 4-point kneeling position. All right, restack the hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale into your cow stretch. Drop the belly, draw the chest forward, lift the head and the tailbone. Now on your exhale, start to tuck the tailbone round through the low back, through the mid back, through the upper back. Tuck chin into your chest. Find your cat stretch. Inhale, tailbone and crown of the head lift. Exhale, flexing through the spine, drawing that belly button in. Chin to chest. One more. Inhale into cow. Finding that gentle extension, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, soften the elbows. Exhale, scoop the belly in, touch into chest, nice round flexed spine. Now find your neutral spine position. Long line of energy from the crown of the head to your tailbone. From here, we're going to take that right leg back, tuck the toe. Reach your left fingertips forward to the front of the mat. From here, we're just going to go into that lift. Right leg reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Make sure you didn't just arch this back. Realign, pull the rib cage in, draw that belly button in, maintain neutral. Inhale, we're going to tap the right toes and the left fingertips down. Exhale, we're just going to lift. Everything else stays the same. Inhale, we tap. Exhale, we lift. Beautiful. 2 more, working into that balance. Inhale, lower, last one. Exhale, lift, pause and hold. Now take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let's round the spine. Bring the knee and the elbow to kiss. Inhale, reach. Exhale, flex. Pull that knee and elbow together. Inhale, lengthen. Reach through that right heel. Reach through those left fingertips. Exhale, scoop. Little round. 2 more. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, kiss. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Last one, reach the arm and leg out, pause, hold. Lower the left hand, lower the right knee. All right, from here, we're gonna extend that left leg back, tuck the toes, reach the right fingertips to the front of the mat. Find that neutral spine, pull the ribs and belly in. Inhale, exhale, let's lift the arm and leg. Grow longer from fingertips to toes. Really reach through that back heel. Inhale, let's tap the fingertips and toes down. Exhale, lift. Feel that left glute fire up as you lift and reach that leg back. Last 2, inhale, tap, exhale, lift. 1 more, inhale, exhale, pause here. Take a nice deep breath in. Now we're gonna bend that knee, bring the elbow and knee together. Exhale, kiss. Inhale, extend, lengthen. Exhale, drawing that belly button in. Initiating this movement from the core, from the abdomen. Few more, breathe in, reach out. Exhale, bring it in. Last 2. Look at that knee when you bring the elbow to touch. 1 more. Pause and hold as you reach it long. Can you reach it a little bit further? Draw that belly in, draw that rib cage in. And inhale, lower that right hand, lower the left knee. Take the knees a little bit wider than hip distance. Sink your hips back towards your heels for a child's pose. Catch your breath, take a moment here. Maybe relax the forehead down. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Rock your head side to side, massaging the space between the eyebrows. Letting go of any tension in the body. All right, go ahead and slowly come forward. All right, now from here, if you want to grab your weights. So I have a set of 5-pound weights. Or you can use that band. I'll show you both variations, or you can do it without any props. Okay, so if you have those weights, you're gonna take the weight in your left hand. If you have that band, you're gonna take the band in both hands. Gently place it underneath the palms. Okay. All right, stack the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Find that flat back position. Okay, take a nice deep breath in. Then from here, on your exhale, we're just gonna start to lift that left arm straight out and lower it back down. If that band's too tight, make it. Release some of that band, make it a little bit looser. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Might be easier with just the band. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Trying your best to keep the back the same. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you lift that left arm up. Making that single arm chest fly. Okay, last 2. And 1 more. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna switch sides. So if you have the band or the weight, or you can just do it without. Take a nice deep breath in. This time I'm gonna use the weight. On your exhale, let's lift that right arm out to a T. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Noticing that the back stays the same. You're using all of those stabilizing muscles to keep the spine nice and neutral. Strengthening here through the scapula, through the lats. Keeping that arm right in line with the shoulder. Let's go for 3. Gaze is straight down at the mat for 2. Last one. Beautiful. Set that weight down, set the band down. All right, now from here, let's go ahead and walk the knees back a little bit. So we're in more of a plank position, kneeling plank position. If you want to come down onto your forearms, get off those wrists, stack the elbows underneath the shoulders. Draw the ribs, draw the belly button in. Little squeeze in the glutes to stabilize the hips here. Take a nice deep breath in. Tuck chin to chest so you're looking straight down at the mat, keeping the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Each time you exhale, think about wrapping the front of the ribs in. Beautiful. All right, now from here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the knees, find your plank position. Hold, hold, hold. Just flex and point your feet so you're sawing your whole body forward and back. Make sure those hips are not lifting. We're here for 10. Breathe, deep breaths. Ribs in, pulling in, navel to spine. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down. Press your hips back. Get off the elbows. Find a child's pose. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. All right, slowly roll the spine forward. Okay, now from here, no band, but if you have the weights, you can use the weights. We're gonna lie all the way down onto our right side. Right forearm stacked underneath the shoulder. Stack your hips. Slide your feet and knees back so that your knees, hips, and shoulders are all in a straight line. Extend your top leg so that top foot's on the floor. And again, double check that those knees are stacked. Then from here, just keep your weight right in front of you in that left hand. From here, we're lifting up into our side plank. So you're just gonna lift your hips up off the mat, bottom knees down, use it as a kickstand. Then from here, we're just gonna reach that left arm up towards the ceiling, lift your hips up a little bit higher, hold. Okay, just bring that hand down and then row it up, press. Inhale, lower, exhale, row and press. Beautiful. Keep those hips nice and lifted. You can keep your gaze forward. Your gaze can follow that weight. Or if it bothers your neck, just look down at that right arm. Beautiful, a few more here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together at the top, opening up through the chest. Last 2. Lift those hips a little higher, 1 more. Hold it here up at the top. Little pulses of those hips, up an inch, down an inch, working those obliques. 8, 7, 6, you got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Lower the hips, lower that weight. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Find your mermaid sit with that right foot forward and that left foot back to the side. All right, open up your arms nice and wide, big breath in. On your exhale, take the left hand to your mat, right arm reaches up and over. Find that length through the right side we just strengthened. Now adding in a little rotation, let's pull that right arm back open, look up towards the ceiling, big breath in. Then on your exhale, rotate that right arm down to your left knee, rotating the chest down. 2 more, inhale, rotate open, exhale, rotate closed. Once more, we inhale, rotate open. This should feel super nice. Exhale, forward, closed. All right, find that nice swan, mermaid. Come back up. All right, and now we're gonna windmill both hands to the mat here, keeping the legs the same. Both hands are on the mat. Slide your weight out of the way if it's in there. Shoulders and your hands and your chest nice and square towards the mat. All right, from here, we're gonna inhale, bend the elbows, lower the chest, and you're gonna lift that back leg. Okay, then from here, exhale, press back up, lifting your chin and chest into that swan, relax that back leg. Whew. All right, let's inhale as we lower the chest. Bend the elbows in close to the body. Lift your back leg. Exhale, press up. Inhale, bend the elbows. Keep them in nice and tight towards your waist. Exhale, lift, lengthen. Few more here. Inhale as we lower. Squeeze those triceps. And lift. Last two. Inhale, lower. Lift that back leg. Exhale, lower and lift the chest. One more. We inhale, lower. Now hold your chest at a hover. Squeeze those elbows in nice and tight. Pulse your back leg up an inch, down an inch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Even weight in both hands. 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg, lift the chest. Let's sweep that left arm back up, over. One more mermaid stretch. Whew. Okay. All right, roll those shoulders back. Before we take it to the other side, let's swing both feet forward to the front of your mat. If you have those weights, grab your weights. If you would rather use your band, you can grab your band. I'll show you both variations. All right, from here, if you have the band, let's go ahead and take the band right under the arches of your feet. Okay, make sure it's even, so you have about just an inch or two tail of that band. All right, then you can also grab your weights here if you prefer the weights. All right, now let's go ahead, slight bend in the elbows, take a nice deep breath in, slight bend in the knees. On your exhale, let's start to tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly button in, start to round back. Inhale, let's slowly roll all the way back up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly button in, chin to chest. Inhale, lengthen, grow tall, restack the spine. Beautiful, 2 more. And inhale, come back up. Last one, we're gonna exhale, scoop and round. Now hold it here. Reach those arms out nice and long. You're gonna row that left elbow back. Come center, row that right elbow back. Rotate the chest, center. Slowly roll all the way up and restack the spine. Big breath in. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly button in. Find that half back position. Reach those arms out nice and long. Exhale, row left elbow back. Inhale, center. Exhale, row right elbow back. Inhale, center. And let's roll all the way back up. Stack the spine. I'm gonna drop my weights because they're a little heavy for me today. Inhale at the top. Keep those arms reaching long. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop and round, hold. Exhale, row left elbow back. Inhale, center. Exhale, row right elbow back. Inhale, center. And let's roll all the way back up, restack. Big breath in at the top. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop and round. All right, reach those arms long. Now we're gonna hold this round back position. Just row left elbow. Inhale, center. Exhale, right elbow. I really want you to rotate the chest. Bring your gaze to follow that elbow. Keep the chest lifting up nice and tall. Exhale, row. We're here for 4. Pull the ribs in, pull that belly in. 3. As you pull that elbow back, can you squeeze your hand into your rib cage? 1 more each side. Reach the arms long, big breath in. Exhale, restack all the way up. Roll those shoulders back. Beautiful. All right, now we're gonna go into some bicep curls. So again, band or weights, you choose. I'm gonna try again with my weights, see how it fares for me today. All right, reach those arms long, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly button in, hold and round. Go into that bicep curl. Reach the arms long. Exhale, curl. Draw that belly button to spine. Keep lifting the chin and chest. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Can you keep those elbows lifted, level with the shoulders? Try not to let them drop. Whoo, spicy. Let's go for 5. 4. Breathe. Inhale long. Exhale, curl. 2. 1 more. Can you hold that bicep curl? Just punch the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holy moly. All right, set those weights back down. Now from here, you're gonna go ahead and take that band if you have it. Let's bring it around the legs. All right, tie it across bring your legs together and tie it in a knot right on the knees. And if you want, you can double it up too to give you a little bit extra tension. I'm gonna do that today. So it's doubled. We're gonna tie it. Oh, this is gonna burn nice and tight around those thighs. All right, I'm excited. Okay, now from here, you want your feet about hip width apart, so just one fist distance between your feet. Scoot your hips forward, closer to your heels. Reach the arms nice and long. Take a deep breath in. Then from here, exhale, start to scoop the belly and roll down. And actually, if you want those weights, take them with you. I'll cue in some arms here, some chest. All right, nice and roll down flat. Let's reach the arms up towards the ceiling. If you want, you can keep your arms down by your side for more support. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and just reach my arms up, stacking the hands right over the shoulders. Again, feet are hip width apart. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Find that neutral spine where you have a little space underneath the low back. From here on your exhale, let's start to just lift your hips straight up. And then you're gonna bring the hands, the elbows, hands stacked over the elbows, and just tap the elbows down to the mat. So those hips are lifted. Those weights should be about level with the hips. All right, from here, we're gonna inhale, tap the tailbone down. Then as you exhale, lift your hips, press those arms straight up towards the ceiling. So again, hands stacked right over shoulders. Inhale, we tap the elbows, tap the tailbone. Exhale, we press and lift. Squeeze the glutes at the top. You should have a little bit of tension on that band here, just a little. Just gently activating the outer glutes. Inhale as we tap, exhale we press, squeezing into the biceps and chest. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Make sure there's no tension in the neck. Just a few more here. On this next one, let's lift and hold it right up at the top. All right, now we're gonna open the arms, open the knees, slight bend in the elbows, and then exhale, close, hug the arms back in. So keep those hips level and lifted. Just open the arms and knees. Exhale, close the arms and knees. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we close. Gaze is straight up at the ceiling. Keep those hands nice and level with the shoulders, so when they come out, they're not lifting above the shoulders, staying right in line with them. Exhale, close. Keep those hips nice and level, lifted. Pressing evenly through both feet. Let's go for 3. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Squeeze the chest, squeeze the glutes. 2. Soften the face. 1 more. We open and we close. Beautiful. Now hold it here. Bring the arms together. Bring the weights together. Walk your feet in a little bit closer to you. That'll help with our calf raises. And also from here, we're just going to lift your heels up to hover the mat. Then as you lower the heels down, bend the elbows and bring the weights right to the forehead. So the weights just gently tap the forehead, the heels tap the floor. Exhale, we lift together. So we're doing a calf raise with a skull crusher. Working your triceps, your calves, stabilizing the hips, strengthening through the glutes, through the pelvic floor and lower abdomen. Beautiful job, you guys. Stay lifted, stay strong. No tension in the neck. Make sure you're not flaring the ribs up towards the ceiling. Rather, you're wrapping your ribs in towards your spine like a corset. Few more here. Inhale, tap. Exhale, reach. Lift. 4. And 3. Watch that those shoulders aren't hiking up into your ears for 2. Last one. Hold it up at the top. Hold, hold, hold. Now those heels are lifted. Bend the elbows halfway, and then from here, we're just gonna lower the hips an inch, lift the hips an inch, pulse the weights up. So little pulses, 1 inch, 1 inch. Elbows are right over the shoulders. Hands are above the forehead. Heels are lifted, little pulses up. Press evenly through both balls of the feet for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way up to the top. Lower the heels first. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly melt the spine down, one bone at a time. Upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Relax the arms down by your side. Whew. All right, let's go ahead and bring your legs into a tabletop position. Arms are long down by your side. Lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. All right, from here, we're gonna do a supine bird dog. So the thing we did before when we were in our 4-point kneeling, we're gonna reach the left arm and the right leg away, and then exhale, bring it right back in through center. So just this same side, left arm, right leg, reach away, breathe in, exhale, draw back through center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, center. Let's do a few more. Long through the arms, soft bend in the elbow, reach through the toes, keeping that neutral spine. 3, breathe in, exhale, close. 2, inhale, lengthen, exhale, close. 1 more, inhale, reach, exhale, back in. Lower the left arm down, lift the right arm up. Take a nice deep breath in, reset. All right, inhale, reach the left leg away, reach the right arm up overhead. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Soft bend in the elbow. Make sure that shoulder is staying away from the ear. Make sure the ribs aren't flaring up. The ribs are pulling in and down towards the spine. Thinking that imaginary corset. Let's go for 3. Inhale, exhale. 2. We're not rocking in the hips or low back, keeping it neutral. Last 1. Beautiful. Relax both arms down, bring the feet down to the floor. Let's go ahead and just set the weights off to the side. Hug the knees into your chest, little rock, side to side, massage your sacrum, your low back out. Now we're gonna take that band just around the arches of your feet. All right, a little bit more core. Let's go ahead and take the hands behind the head, support the neck, find that tabletop position with the legs. All right, take a nice deep breath in to prepare. On your exhale, let's curl the chin and your chest up. Find that chest lift. Inhale, lower the head and chest back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, we lower. Think about pulling the back of the head up and away from the shoulders, lengthening through the neck. Keep your chin tucked towards your chest. As you lift your chest, you're gazing right at the belly button. Knees are stacked right over the hips, shins parallel to the floor. All right, one more time. We're gonna curl that chest up. Now hold it, stay lifted. From here, you're gonna press your right leg out. Keep that left leg tabletop. Bring it right back in. Extend the left leg, press out. Bend in, lower the chest and head. Big breath in, reset. Exhale, curl up. Let's press right leg out. Center. Press left leg out. Center. Inhale, lower the chest. All right, now this time we're gonna add in some rotation. So as you exhale, curl up. Inhale, press right leg out, rotate right elbow, left knee. Exhale, center. Inhale, press and rotate. Exhale, center. Inhale, lower head and chest. Now if the rotation's too much, keep the chest in the center. If the chest lift is too much, keep your head and shoulders down and just work with the legs. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl the head, neck, and chest up. We inhale, rotate. Exhale, center. Inhale, rotate. Center. Lower the head and chest. Again, we inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, rotate, reach. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate, reach. Inhale, center. Woo, starting to feel those obliques fire up. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in. Exhale, curl head, neck, and chest. Inhale, press, rotate. Center. Press, rotate. Center. And lower everything down. Beautiful. All right, now take your hands right by your hips. Reach your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Last little bit for the lower abdomen. Okay, make sure you have a little bit of tension on that band. From here, we're just gonna inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, point the toes, lift the legs. Inhale, flex, lower. Exhale, point, lift. Now you only wanna go as far as you can maintain that neutral spine. Make sure your back isn't arching and flattening. You wanna keep it nice and still. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now if you want a little bit more, maybe you pulse the band at the bottom and pulse the band at the top. Inhale, flex, lower, stretch the band. Exhale, point, lift, stretch the band. Whew. Really feeling those adductors, those lower abdominals. Inhale, lower, flex. Exhale, lift, point. Let's do 4. If you want a little bit more, lift the head, neck, and chest. Maybe take hands behind head. 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2. Neck is nice and long. Last one here. You can do it. Woo. Relax the head and chest. Let's take that band off. Set it off to the side. All right, let's go into a little stretch here for those hips. Hug the right knee into your chest. Relax the left leg down on the mat. Start to circle out your ankles. Reverse. Grab behind the right thigh. Go into a little hamstring stretch as you straighten through that right leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, flex, straighten. See if you can soften the face, soften the space between the eyebrows. Relax the neck and shoulders. Just bring your attention back into your breath. Last one here. Take your left hand onto your right knee. Open your right arm out to a T. And guide your right knee across the body. Going into a little spine twist. Maybe you gaze over your right shoulder. Nice deep breath in. Long breath out. You might feel a little stretch in that right glute, low back, and that right hip. You'll notice where you're holding tension. Can you soften the neck and shoulders? Soften the face. Take one more deep breath here. Come all the way back to your center. Hug that left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg down your mat. Start with that hip flexor stretch. Circle out the ankles. Grab behind the hamstring. Start to extend that leg up towards the sky. Flex the foot to reach for the heel. Inhale, point and bend. Exhale, flex, extend. Now it's not about how close you can bring your leg to your chest. It's more about how straight can you get your left leg. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Last one here. Take your right hand onto your left knee. Open that left arm out. Bring that left knee across the body. Gazing over the left shoulder. And we're stretching into that left glute, obliques, lower back, side body, all the way up through the back of the spine. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Relax the shoulders. See where you can soften a little bit more. Take one more breath. All right, let's come all the way back through center. Hug both knees into your chest, little rock from side to side. Grab behind your thighs. Roll your chin into your chest. Start to rock forward and back until you gain enough momentum to sit all the way up. All right, now from here, we're gonna go back into our side lying work. So if you want to, again, grab that band if you used it on the other side. So actually, we just need our weights. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and grab your weights, we'll start with our side lying plank. So you'll just grab one weight with your right hand, stack your shoulders, your hips, your knees. So again, you're going to want to slide your knees back and straighten that right leg all the way down the mat. All right, from here, weights in that right hand. Let's go ahead and lift the hips up. Double check that your knees are stacked one on top of the other. Okay. Pressing through that forearm, hips are lifting up, hips are stacked, shoulders and hips are square forward. We're going to start with that right arm row into a press. Squeeze the shoulder blades together at the top. Inhale, bring the weight to your shoulder, back down to the mat. Exhale. Inhale. Row and press. Again, you can keep your gaze looking forward. Your gaze can follow that weight, or you can keep your gaze down at the mat. That feels better for your neck. Don't drop those hips. Keep those hips lifted in space. Let's go for 4. Squeeze the shoulder blades at the top. 3, 2. We're keeping that weight right in line with the chest. Last one, we hold it at the top. Just pulse your hips up an inch, down an inch. Working those obliques. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo, rest it down for a moment. All right, let's go ahead and sit up. Find your mermaid position with the legs. Left leg is forward this time, right leg is back. Let's open the arms out to a T, big breath in. Exhale, right fingertips come down, left arm reaches all the way up overhead, and just hold it here. We're gonna add in some rotation as we inhale, look up, pull that left arm back slightly. Exhale, rotate the chest down, bringing left hand to right knee. Inhale, rotate up, breathe in. Exhale, rotate down. Drawing that belly button to spine. Let's do one more. Good, and then inhale, lift that left arm up towards the ceiling. Let's come back up. One counter stretch. Exhale. Now we're gonna rotate that right arm down towards the mat. So both hands are on the mat. Square off your shoulders, rotating a little through the hips. From here, we're gonna lower down the chest. Squeeze the elbows into the rib cage. Lift your right leg off of the mat. Keep the same shape so you're keeping it bent. Okay, then from here, you're gonna exhale, press up. The chest lifts, the right leg lowers. Relax out that right leg, that right hip. Inhale, bend the elbows, squeeze them in nice and tight. Chest hovers the floor, right leg lifts. Exhale, press back up. So here we're working through the triceps, keeping the spine long. Think about pulling your chest forward. Exhale, back up. Inhale, we lower the chest, right leg lifts. Good, and all the way back up. Inhale, we lower the chest. Exhale, we lift. Again, squeeze those elbows in nice and tight. Make sure they're not bending outward. You want to squeeze them into the rib cage. Let's do a few more here. Inhale. Exhale. Grow long at the top. Lengthen through the spine. Pause. 3, 2. On this next one, we're going to lower the chest. Just hover, hold, pulse your right leg up an inch, down an inch. 8, 7. Squeeze that right glute. 6, 5, 4. Elbows in tight. 3, 2, 1. Press all the way back up. Let's reach that right arm back up over the head. And one more counter stretch. Really opening up through that left side. And again, feeling that nice stretch in the right hip. Look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rotate the chest back down. So now we're gonna go ahead and finish off with some stretches. So let's go ahead and just find a nice wide-legged seated position. Okay. So your feet are nice and wide, legs are straight. Let's start by lifting up through the chest, growing tall from your sit bones. If you need to move the flesh of the body back, and then lengthen, you can find those grounding points right under the hips. All right, from here, a nice long spine, inhaling up. Exhale, start to bring your chest forward. You can walk your hands forward and just try your best to keep a nice straight back. Tuck the chin into your chest so your gaze is down at the mat. Stretching here through the inner thighs, through the back of the hamstrings. Maybe you can tip a little bit forward the longer you're here. Nice deep breath in. Long breath out. Drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. Slowly start to lift your spine back up Then you're just gonna rotate your chest. Try to square your shoulders off towards your right foot. Inhale, grow tall, reach the arms up. And then exhale, fold forward, reaching for your right toes. Maybe your hands are on the floor, framing your right leg. Again, try your best to square, rotate your chest towards that right leg. When you're ready, you can start to fold over, getting a nice stretch in that right hamstring and that lower back. Deep breath in, long breath out. Stay here as long as you need. But when you're ready, we'll start to lift the spine back up. Then rotate over to the left. So again, squaring off the shoulders to frame your left leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale as you fold forward, reaching for your toes, your ankle, your shin. Maybe your hands are just resting on the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. Long breath out. Feeling a nice stretch in that left hamstring. And slowly start to roll your spine all the way back up. Take your hands underneath your knees. Bring your feet onto the floor so your knees are wide. Take your hands behind you. And we're just going to start to rock the knees right and left. Working that internal rotation as the inside of the knee reaches the floor. And that external rotation as the outside of the knee reaches the floor. Good. One more each side. All right, and then go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. We'll finish with a seated butterfly stretch. So the soles of your feet are together, your toes are together, knees are open nice and wide. Reach forward to grab your ankles or grab your toes. Lift up nice and tall. Grounding in from the sit bones. Stack to the lower back, mid back, upper back. Make sure those ribs are connected and they're not flaring forward. Just lift your chin and your chest. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, start to gently bend the elbows to draw your chest forward towards your feet. Stop where you can keep a neutral spine, a straight back. Working a little deeper into those hips. Then you can take those elbows nice and wide. And when you're ready, you can start to bring your chin into your chest, round your back, and fold a little bit more forward. Just melting over those feet. Big breath in. Long breath out. Slowly roll back up and restack the spine. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your class. Please let me know if you have any comments or questions or